Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me today. We are receiving a channeled message from Hestia, and if you'd like to learn more about the Greek goddess, there will be a brief explanation about her right after this introduction. Before we get into that, I want to let you know that I'm giving away a free personalized tarot reading, and all you have to do to qualify is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and type Red Moon in the comments below. I'll be announcing the winner on August 19th, 2024. And today's winner of a free tarot reading is Busy Bee Recovery. Congratulations, Busy Bee Recovery. All right, to make your choice for today's reading, you can choose from the card and or the crystals. And for pile number 1, we have a Kettle, which is card number 22, accompanied with the Sunstone. For pile number 2, we have card number 10 with this fire and the ruby Fuschite. And for the third reading, we have card number 29, a broom with the red Carneliean. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever crystal and or card you're most drawn to, that's probably the reading meant for you. And you're always welcome to listen to 2 or even all 3 of the readings. You'll find the link to Hestia's story as well as the readings in the description box below. And if you hear sounds in the background, those are my dogs. If you're ever interested in what they look like, I'm beginning to post pictures of them on Instagram. Thank you for your interest in Hestia, the Greek goddess of the hearth, home, and all things domestic. She is a figure of great reverence and significance in Greek mythology. Hestia was the eldest daughter of Kronos and Rhea and was swallowed by her father along with her siblings. She was the last to be released by Zeus, making her both the first and last born. Unlike many gods who sought power and adventure, Hestia chose a life of peace and neutrality. She vowed to remain a virgin, rejecting the advances of even Poseidon and Apollo, and devoted herself to maintaining the sacred fire on Mount Olympus and in the homes of Greeks. Hestia's presence was integral to both domestic and civic life. Every hearth in Greece was considered her altar, and she received the first and last offerings at every sacrifice. The sacred fire in the center of the town symbolized the heart of the city and was dedicated to Hestia. Her role was less about dramatic myths and more about the continuous nurturing presence in everyday life. There is a story where Priapus, a minor rustic god of fertility, tried to assault Hestia while she was sleeping during a festival. A donkey's brain woke her up, and she was able to fend off the attack. This incident is one of the few where Hestia is involved in a dramatic event, but even here, her purity and virtue are upheld. The sacred flame that Hestia tended was more than just a symbol of the hearth. It was a symbol of communal unity and the life of the city-state. The flame was never allowed to go out, symbolizing the continuous life and stability of the community. This flame was central to many public rituals and festivals. People often petitioned Hestia for domestic peace and harmony, ensuring a stable and peaceful home environment, blessings on the household, protecting the family and home from harm, community stability, and successful beginnings. As the goddess of the hearth, Hestia was invoked at the start of new ventures, ensuring they began on a positive note. And that's Hestia. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy your readings. Thank you. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. You chose a sunstone, and sunstones bring positive energy into your life, happiness, joy, confidence, personal power, and creativity. Really nice, positive, happy stone. You also chose the card, the Kettle, and this is card number 22, which is a master number. It also reduces to 4, which is a number of stability. And what I see is that with this kettle, what I see is that you're infusing your creations with intangible qualities. It's a kind of mindfulness practice. So for example, when somebody cooks something and they're excited about cooking this new recipe or cooking their favorite recipe for somebody that they care about, they're putting that excitement, that care, they're infusing that intangible feeling, that quality into the food so that whoever consumes the food, whether it's themselves or this person that they care about, they're receiving that quality. So it's this mindfulness, this being present, being grounded in the moment, where you're focused on what it is that you're doing, but you're also adding this positive quality to it. So I see you creating something and being very conscious and mindful as you create. And I also see you creating more stability in your life, within yourself, so that you are not easily knocked off balance. You know, those people that just, they seem like they're always easygoing and happy no matter what happens. They're just like, oh, well, you know, this and that, and it's okay. You don't see them get upset. It's like I see that kind of stability coming into your life. All right, let's get some more clues about how this is all going to unfold. I just realized that I forgot to put Hestia over here. So this is Hestia, and it says home. All right, let's get some oracle cards first. If you're ever curious about the cards that I use, I do put them in the description box below, and if I have a link where you can find them, I'll include that as well. All right, we have Atlas, responsibility. We see him carrying the weight of the world, literally, if you know who Atlas is. The Stargazer. And the Goat. All right, what I'm hearing with these 3 cards is that Hestia wants you to have a responsibility to yourself, to make yourself a home. You have a responsibility to lead a healthy and happy life. First and foremost, your responsibility should be to yourself. And when you are happy and healthy, your needs are taken care of, then it's easier to help others. And when we feel burdened, many times it's because we are helping others at the expense of ourselves. And with the Stargazer and the Goat, what I'm seeing is that you need to raise the bar, raise the standards, set your heights, set your sights higher. to elevate yourself in the pecking order of your duties, your responsibilities. Now, this doesn't mean to, shrug off responsibilities, and I know you know that. It just means that make sure that you are acting in alignment with your highest and best good, as well as others. And if you take care of yourself in this way, then you will be able to manage these other responsibilities with greater ease, just like the goat can climb to great heights, and they're balanced, on these tiny little ledges. They're able to do it with such ease. And there's something about this mindfulness that I spoke of, I'm seeing this chain, like the chain that binds you, that burden, right? There's a shift of your focus while you're doing things. Hestia wants you to focus on creating happiness within everything that you do. And it's going to be easier once you are responsible to yourself, rather than weaving in worry or regret. If you're doing something and simultaneously replaying some unpleasant memory in your mind, whatever feeling you have attached to that memory, now you're infusing that into what you're doing. So let's say you're doing laundry and you're thinking about some conversation that irritated you. Then you're putting that energy into the clothes, and whoever wears those clothes, now they have that irritation woven into their clothes, that kind of thing. So I see you readjusting that. Let's get some tarot cards and see what other messages we could get from Hestia. What message does Hestia have for pile number 1? All right, we have Page of Cups. This is the beginning of something, the beginning of doing things that fulfill you, right? The page is the first court card, and cups are all about fulfillment. And cups are also about daydreaming. So again, I'm getting this message of you being aware of your thoughts and your emotions as you go about your day doing tasks and turning just ordinary chores or mundane tasks into mindful practices that weave positivity into them. You focusing on happy memories, you focusing on things that you want. Like if you're going to daydream about your dream job, your dream home, a vacation that you'd like to take, or remember things that made you feel good. Remember times that you accomplished things. Remember times that you felt valued, and weave those energies into your laundry, your clothes, whatever it is that you're doing. All right, the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is, it can be boredom, it can be apathy. It's like, you see, he's being offered this cup, but he doesn't want to accept it. It can even be disbelief. Like, I don't even believe that the universe, that this hand is coming out of this cloud magically to give me this cup, Death. All right, so that is coming to an end. And the Lovers. The Lovers is all about harmony. So what's being replaced is harmony, because as you weave these positive energies into your daily task, you are going to experience more inner harmony. And that inner harmony is going to be reflected in your outer world, not just in relationships, but just everything that you experience. Again, you're going to be more stable, more balanced, like this goat being able to balance on a little ledge, being stable in a sense that when something happens or somebody says something, it's not going to affect you to the degree that it has in the past. You're just going to be like, oh, well, you know, it's not going to bother you. The Page of Wands. I love that. We went from the Page of Cups to the Page of Wands. Pages are all about being curious, this innocence, and wands are passion and adventure and energy, excitement, growth, expansion. So I see this boredom coming to an end, this indifference, this maybe lack of motivation, feeling burdened, feeling like maybe you don't have enough time to do the things that you want. All of that is coming to an end, and it's what Hestia wants you to do to facilitate it is to focus on what you love and to infuse that into what you create. So a very simple thing to do would be to take your morning beverage, and as you stir it, think about what you want to feel and infuse in that tea or that coffee or smoothie, whatever you drink in the morning. Your water, just holding your water. You can swirl the water around in your hands. Infuse it with what you want. I want to feel positive today. I want to feel, or not even I want, just, you know, I feel positive. I feel happy. Just picture almost like that joy, that peace, that confidence, whatever it is that you want to infuse into your beverage as a color that you're stirring in. And then when you consume it, just see that color spreading throughout your being, giving you that confidence or that peace or that joy. So I see this boredom coming to an end. I see this feeling burdened coming to an end. I see this inner harmony being reflected in your outer world, and you entering this phase of confidence and creativity, the kind of confidence that a 4-year-old has. You know, pages have that childlike innocence. So I see you having this passion, this creativity, this sense of adventure, this fearlessness, and the motivation and energy, the inspiration and creativity to pursue your dreams, your desires, setting your sights higher. Absolutely love your message. Pile number 1. So happy, such a positive, happy message. Thank you, Hestia. And you're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance. My website is linked in the description box below. Pile number 1, wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the ruby Fuschite, and it is a combination of 2 stones. And we see this a lot in crystals. Here you have the rubies and the green part is the Fuschite. So it's connected to the root chakra and the heart chakra, and it brings those two energies into unison, giving you the strength, the power to love yourself, to heal yourself, to do what's best for you. Love it. The Fuschite is a very nurturing, gentle, kind energy, and the ruby is a very strong, powerful energy. So they make a great combo. You also chose card number 10 with this fire, and of course Hestia is connected to the central fire. This card is about our passion, our creativity. It's what sparks our interest, what ignites us, what gets our creative juices flowing. Because it's card number 10, we also see these sunflowers. Those two things tell me that you're going to have success in some creative endeavor. So let's get some more clues about that. Pile number 2. Atlas, responsibility. This is the same card that came out in pile number 1. So if you're drawn to pile number 1, there might be a message for you there. I think many times when we're channeling energies of these different gods, goddesses, ascended master spiritual beings, they have a specific energy of what they want to help you with. So to me, it makes sense that the same cards come up. An Atlas is the Greek figure who was sentenced to hold up the world. So it's that feeling of literally having the burden of shouldering the world. It's a heavy burden. Let's get some more cards and see what other information we can get. Pile number 2. The Soothsayer. All right, so the Soothsayer is someone who foretells the future. And Distaff. Distaff is somebody who is highly revered and creative. It's a tool that was used, I believe, in the making of cloth. So again, you're creating something and being held with high regard for what it is that you're creating. All right, let's get some tarot cards now and see if we can get some more clues. Pile number 2. What message does Hestia have for pile number 2? All right, we have the 10 of Wands. And you know, I was going to tell you that the Atlas was like the 10 of Wands, except multiplied, because instead of holding a bundle of sticks, he's holding the actual planet, the world. And so again, it's this feeling of being burdened. Hestia wants to help relieve you of that burden. And we have the 4 of Swords. This is, we see someone resting, taking time to rest, recuperation, recovering from something. And of course, after shouldering the burdens of the world or doing all of this hard work, we do need rest. Let's get some more clues. Strength. You definitely are strong. We talked about strength with the ruby in the ruby fuchsia. Fuschite. So Hestia wants you to know that these burdens that you have been carrying have been preparing you for something. They've given you some strength, preparing you for some leadership role. Some leadership role you're going to have in the future. Death. Something is coming to an end. And I feel that it's this feeling of being burdened that's coming to an end. You know, the stronger we get, the easier it is to lift things, right? So if you're somebody who works out, you know, you can increase the weight that you exercise with, or increase the number of reps because you keep getting stronger. Two of Wands. This is about expansion and exploration, broadening your horizons. This is what these burdens, this hard work that you have done has prepared you for. It's made you stronger, preparing you for this new journey, this new chapter in your life, where you're really going to experience growth and expansion. And the Four of Pentacles. All right, so the Four of Pentacles is about stability. We see she's balancing a coin on her crown. She's got one foot on each coin, and then she's holding a coin. And look at her winking, like this is a piece of cake. So Hestia wants you to know that things are getting easier for you. They are going to, this difficult time, this hard time is coming to an end. But what you've gained is this strength. Whatever this burden is, it seems like it feels unfair. And that may be part of the spark, the motivation for you to now make plans for the future. I see this, again, coming to an end. You feeling burdened, you feeling this kind of unfairness around whatever this energy is. I see you ending that cycle. We talked about completing something with this 10, and then we have the 10 of Wands. So you have two 10s. The soothsayer and the distaff both are related to seers. So it's like you're really beginning to look at your future and have the strength, the power to make plans to create a stable future for yourself. I want to read to you what the guidebook says about this card. Commonly known as tools for holding unspun fibers such as wool during the spinning process, the staves have a deep cultural significance and carry an interesting history. Many of these metal instruments have been found in Viking Age graves of eminent women who have been identified as volur, seers, and practitioners of the magical art of Sidur. As such, the distaff card represents the respect and authority such a powerful tool carries, as well as the underlying and fundamental requirements of expertise, without which such influence would be hollow. So again, that's what this whole journey has been about, is that it's giving you the knowledge, the wisdom, the expertise, the strength to be able now to stand on your own, to have the courage and the strength to end this unfairness, this injustice, and to Speak your own truth and plan for your future. Wow, it feels so powerful, pile number 2. So excited for you. This feels really liberating and empowered. Thank you, Hestia, for such an amazing message. Pile number 2, wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the red Carneliean, which is connected to the solar plexus. It's a stone that balances the solar plexus chakra. It balances your emotions, and it increases your personal power, giving you the motivation to complete projects, especially things related to the home. And it also attracts abundance, prosperity, and success. You also chose card number 29, which reduces to 11, a master number, and it's a broom. So the broom is associated with clearing out old energy and making space for the new. And a great way to do that is to actually sweep, to do a sweeping in your home. And as you do that, to visualize old things that no longer serve you, leaving your space, leaving your personal energy, making space for new things that are more in alignment with you and your goals, your desires. All right, let's get some oracle cards first. And I do list all the cards that I use in the description box below. And if I have a link where you can find them, I'll include that as well. What message does Hestia have for pile number 3? All right, we have the Moray, Destiny. And this is card number 35, which reduces to an 8. 8s are all about cycles, and they're also about abundance. Let's get a couple more cards. All right, we have the Scholar. And the Storyteller. So what I'm hearing is that you're changing the story that you tell about yourself. We have stories that we tell others. We have stories that we tell ourselves. And sometimes these stories aren't in alignment with what we want. It doesn't mean that there's things that happened that we should deny happening. It just means there's maybe a way to reframe that story, or maybe there's certain things that we don't continue to give energy to so that we can get out of a cycle. So what I hear Hestia is saying is that you're going to begin to change the story that you tell. You're learning a new way to tell your story, and you're changing your destiny. You're writing your story of the future in a new way. All right, I really like this, pile number 3. Very powerful. It makes sense with this red Carnelian. If you hear little sounds in the background, it's probably my dog. And if you're ever curious what they look like, I have begun to post pictures of the dogs on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram. What message does Hestia have for pile number 3? All right, we have the 9 of Pentacles. I love that. All right, if we're going to talk about somebody who's in control of their destiny and is empowered, has focused on the home, It's the Nine of Pentacles. This is an independent person, somebody who enjoys the finer things in life, has enough for that. We see her dressed in a beautiful dress with beautiful jewelry. There are pine trees behind her. She has her own property. Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is someone who's mature and nurturing. They're emotionally mature. They're compassionate, they're nurturing, they're also compassionate towards themselves as well as others. They have emotional stability, just like this red Carneliean. Right, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And I love this depiction. It's like money is growing on trees. And if you look at his robe, it has the shapes of pentacles on his robe as well. And he's wearing green, so it's growth. It's like you're growing your finances right now. So what I'm hearing is that the story that you tell, this could be, again, a story about past events. It could be about the present. It could be about your future. But you're changing your words. You're recognizing that what we say creates our reality. Thoughts become our words, and those words become things, especially when we combine them with emotion. And sometimes even through humor, we may make little jokes about ourselves. And the thing to understand is that our mind is like a computer that doesn't interpret humor. It's going to take everything literal. So when you say these things out loud, even if for you think it's a joke, your mind is going to work towards creating that, weaving it into your destiny. So you want to make sure that what you speak is in alignment with what you actually want, and that you're not saying things that will keep you stuck or move you backwards. Always say things that, again, are going to emulate that which you want to see manifested in your life. And this is how you can grow your finances, by saying things like, let's see how my money will grow. Let's see what opportunities come out of this. Let's see what financial gains are had as a result of this. Let's see how this is aligning me with more resources, things like that. Continuously phrasing things in a positive way, because if you continue to tell the story of scarcity or lack, then that's what's going to be woven into your future. The Star. This is hope, success, restoration. Reach for the stars. Dream. Spend time dreaming, and then follow it with action. But think about, again, what it is that you want. Spend some time thinking about that property that you want, the increased finances, the clothes that you want. See yourself enjoying the finer things in life. See yourself as a content, fulfilled, emotionally mature, stable, balanced person. The Page of Cups, yes. Spend some time dreaming about these things. And then look for evidence of it. Notice when some opportunity, some little nugget of information, some resourceful person comes into your awareness. The Three of Cups, celebrating. Cause for celebration. So again, notice when these energies do come into your life, when opportunities come into your life, when helpful people come into your life, when you make progress on your goals, when you complete one of your steps. Notice that. And what this is going to do is it's going to attract more abundance into your life. Again, where they keep saying to me, where the attention goes, the energy flows. So write your story from the hero's perspective as opposed to a victim perspective, and tell how you've survived things, how you've accomplished things, how you've gained strength, how you've endured, and celebrate each little task that you complete along the way to your goals, each little blessing that you receive, things that you already have that you're blessed with. Celebrate all of that, and the universe is going to keep sending you more reasons to celebrate. Pile number 3, absolutely love your reading. Amazing cards. I see you sweeping out the old and making space for the new, the better, the more in alignment with you energy. I am wishing you the best, pile number 3. Please let me know what resonates, if you're getting some land, if you have been working towards some goals. If you're cleaning, remember to do a kind of ceremonial cleaning. As you clean, just set the intention that you are making space, not just in the physical, but in the emotional and spiritual planes, to attract and make space for those things that are in alignment with who you are now and who you want to be in the future. So beautiful. And you are always welcome to get additional information from a personal reading. You can contact me on my website, which is also linked below. Thank you, Hestia, for a beautiful reading. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.